In a previous video, I talked about how you can address sound transmission from one unit to another by installing rock salt safe and sound insulation. Now today I'm going to explain how you can reduce vibration from one unit to another by installing resilient channel. Now this can reduce vibration noises up to 90%, but if it's not done correctly, you're wasting your time and money. So I'm going to show you how you can use a bit of sweat equity and do this right the first time. Normally these two flanges are flush with your ceiling joist, but in this case we're going to be lowering our ceiling because we're installing the res channel by 1/2 inch. So you want to make sure that you lower all your device boxes about 1/2 inch. So you can just take a piece of scrap res channel with you and make sure that it lines up exactly with the res channel. That way when your drywall is on top, everything is flush and seamless. And any pot lights you have, you want to make sure that you buy the ones that are adjustable. Because we're going to be lowering our ceiling with the res channel and drywall about 1/2 inch for the res channel and then 5/8 for the drywall, you want to make sure that your cans can be dropped. So these ones have 3 screws. Right now it's at the highest setting. So if these screws are loosened, then you can pull this down and adjust it to the new height based on where your res channel and drywall is going to be. So the first piece that you always want to start with is on the outside wall. And whenever you're installing this, you always want to leave a little bit of a gap. I left about 1/4 inch. You can leave up to, actually the installation instructions recommend you can't have your outer piece any further away than 6 inches from the outside wall. But I recommend leaving about 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch gap right there, and also from that wall, because you don't want any vibration to go from this wall onto your interior walls. And for your outer piece, make sure that your flange is away from your wall, and then your next piece will be the opposite. The spacing of the channel has to be 16 inches on center, which means from the center of one channel to the center of another, it's exactly 16 inches. So I've made a jig to speed up that process. It's 13 inches and 7/8. So I just place it on the flange of one and then make a mark there for where my next channel is going to be going. The manufacturer of the res channel recommends using 3/8 panhead screws that are 1.25 inches long for wood studs. Now you may only be able to find screws like this that are specified for metal at the hardware store, but they will work fine with wood studs as well. You can use a pair of tin snips to just simply trim off any excess channel. Whenever you're splicing two pieces, all you have to do is place one over the other, and then usually you are only using 1 screw per joist, but here I like to use 2 whenever you're splicing. So now your res channel is hung up and you're ready to hang drywall. So you want to use either 1 or 1.25 inch drywall screws, fine thread. Now it's very critical not to install the screw through the channel and the ceiling joist, because if you do that, you're defeating the whole purpose of installing the res channel and you're shorting out the system. The whole purpose is to decouple your drywall from the wood structure. So when you hang your drywall, you want to make sure the drywall screw is just into the channel and not going through the channel and the ceiling joist. Because if it's done correctly, the only place where you can get vibration transmission is through this screw right here. But a lot of that vibration is lost through the zigzags and the slots that are cut in the channel. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And to stay connected, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram.